It's not as close as you think.
Is that a GoPro? Yeah. Should I wear it?
No, it's so small.
I think about getting a GoPro when I go bike riding. Yeah.
Are we good? Gentlemen and gentlemen, whoops, and lady, thank you for coming. My name's Carla Ulbrich, and I'll be standing here playing some songs. Thank you for being here. Everybody's on Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. Video conferencing all day long. Everybody's on Zoom. Hi, is this on? Can you hear me? Ugh, do you think you could turn down the TV? Maybe turn down your speakers? You're feeding back. Hello, what? Are you talking to me? Me? Everybody's on Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. I didn't say everyone knew how to use it. Just that everybody's on Zoom. Work meetings, book clubs, 12-step groups, using virtual calls to resume. What really is needed most right now are some meetings on how to use Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. Video conferencing all day long. Everybody's on Zoom. All right, then things started getting really weird last year. The perverts started crashing the meetings and flashing their junk. That's just sick. Of course, when you invite every Tom, Dick, and Harry, don't be surprised when you get Tom's, Harry. Everybody's on Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. Fish gotta swim. Flashers gotta flash. Everybody's on Zoom. Thank you. All right, maybe that's where they are right now, some of them. Not us, though. We are free from the tether of the internet at this moment, except for this thing and that thing. Okay. Another pandemic-related song, or they call it a lockdown song. 2020 song, let's call it that. I'm tired of talking about the pandemic. But there were some results of the pandemic. They were kind of funny. When you're out on the town, going through the drive-thru, or heating up a can of pork and beans, or dancing up a storm in your living room, it's the official uniform of the quarantine. Sweatpants, they go with everything. Sweatpants, be on trend if you dare. Sweatpants, there's just no better choice for your long commute from the bed to the chair. They're wearing them in all of the trendiest cities, from Paris to Rome to Berlin. These baggy cotton knickers never go out of style because, let's face it, they were never in. Sweatpants, bow chicka bow bow. Sweatpants, hey, they're pajamas too. Sweatpants, not just for the self-employed, because no one can see your pants on Zoom. Paired with an oversized t-shirt, these versatile trousers feature a forgiving, non-judgmental drawstring. Seamlessly go from day to evening with color choices of dull, drab, or blah. Sweatpants for casual Friday. Sweatpants for casual Monday. Sweatpants and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But weekends are for laundry. So put on your other pair of sweatpants. Everybody's wearing them. Sweatpants, come on in vogue. Sweatpants, you work it, you work it. Sweatpants. Sweatpants. All right. Welcome. Tell us your name. We got a small group here. Jack?
Chuck.
Chuck. Oh, Chuck. This is Joe. This is Barry. This is Chuck. And another Joe? Oh, that makes things easy. All right. Got a.
Hey, Joey. I love you, Mike. Me too.
All right. So we were just talking about Zoom and sweatpants, and last year some services were deemed essential and others non-essential. One of the things that surprised me was when they decided that the dollar store was an essential service because you need your cheap plastic imported stuff. You know why? because the dollar store had toilet paper. At least for a hot minute. Okay. Off-brand liquid paper, packing tape that tears, a solar light that works sometimes, some batteries that suck, a shower cap that doesn't fit, a book by Simon Cowell. But what the heck, it only cost $1 at the dollar store. Everything's so cheap at the dollar store. Just throw it on the heap. You'll wonder how you spent so much. Your home now has that hoarder's touch. But think of all the savings at the dollar store. A movie starring Paris Hilton, some Jordache-like cologne. Oh, look, a bag of circus peanuts. Man, am I in luck. This gift wrap has a cancer warning. Hey, all right, a pregnancy test. Can you believe this only cost $1 at the dollar store? Everything's so cheap at the dollar store. Just throw it on the heap. If you want to cut down on the plastic, just stay home. No, that's too drastic. Think of all the savings at the dollar store. I saw a woman in the checkout line who only had 2 items. Seriously, I ask you, who does that? She was buying pencils and a notebook and nothing else at all. She's gotta be some kind of psychopath at the dollar store. Get your tasty cakes at the dollar store, serving up to 3-ounce steaks. If someone asks you where you bought it, you don't have to admit you got it with all your other bargains at the dollar store. All right. You were there today?
I had to buy 2 balloons.
2 balloons? Did you walk out with just the 2 balloons?
That's it.
I am so...
Is that one item or 2?
That's a good question. Is a bra 1 item or 2?
Yeah.
Is a pair of pants 1 item or 2? Is 2 balloons? Is a pair of balloons?
How about 99 Luft balloons?
99 Luft balloons. Is that 99 items? 1 item? A Peloton or plastic pollution? I don't know. These are questions that require more than a nanosecond of pondering. All right, I'd like to do my big hit for y'all now. Get the clapping out of the way now, because when you hear it, you may change your mind. This is the song that got me my first piece of hate mail. Thank you. And also, somebody actually smashed, to tell you how long ago this was, somebody smashed my cassette and mailed it to me anonymously. They did not sign it. And I'll let you figure out maybe why. I don't know. I was just wondering, hypothetically, what would you do? Theoretically, if something should happen accidentally or medically, what if your girlfriend was gone? If she died in a fire from a broken light fixture or happened to swallow a poisonous mixture, would I find my way back into the picture if you were suddenly alone? Would you call me up? Would you write me a letter? Would you tie a message to your Irish setter? Try to get through so we could be together? Or what if your girlfriend was gone? Let me just stop right here, because I can see you're all wondering, why isn't this song a huge hit? This should be a humongous hit. And I think, well, I really appreciate that. I agree. I, too, myself have wondered, why isn't this song a huge hit? But, and I know you're also thinking, Carla, don't give up, because the key to success in any business, as any entrepreneur can tell you, the key to success is persistence. So just keep singing that song. It's great. Just keep singing that song and don't change a word of it. Wow, I really appreciate that, but you're too late. I've already rewritten the whole thing. Had some health problems, lost a lot of weight, kidney problems, lost a lot of weight. And then I went on a macrobiotic diet. Y'all ever done that? No wheat. Oh, you have. No wheat, no dairy, no chocolate, no caffeine, no reason to live. And I lost some more weight. And that's when I wrote this. I was just wondering, hypothetically, what would you do? Theoretically, if something should happen accidentally, or medically, what if your butt was gone? If sitting in a wooden chair felt like tax and you found you had nothing to hold up your slacks because instead of a butt now you just had a crack, something would have to be done. Would you write Dear Abby for advice in a letter? Put a cushion in your chair to make it feel better? Try to fatten up with brie and cheddar? What if your butt was gone? If your butt disappeared without a trace and everyone looked all over the place, why do you have that look on your face? Hey, it could happen to you. If that booty, patootie, that sweet derriere were now inexplicably no longer there, how soon would you miss it? How much would you care? And what do you think you would do? Would you call me up? Would you fall to pieces? Would you make it the topic of your doctoral thesis? Trying to go out and find a prosthesis? What if your butt was gone? They make them, you know, the butt prosthesis. I saw one at Spencer's. That's where I get all my medical devices. Only if I can't find them at the dollar store first. A butt, as you know, could be curvy or flat, dimpled or pimpled, skinny or fat, just like an opinion. Everyone's got one. But what if your butt was suddenly not? What if something should happen? Hypothetically, what would you do? Theoretically, if something should happen accidentally or medically, what if your butt was gone? Would you call me up when you start confiding how you tried to make it grow with fluorescent lighting? How you had to give up horseback riding? What if your butt was gone? Would you realize there's a good selection shopping for clothes in the children's section? Go to your closet, make a commotion, take all your pants and throw them in the ocean. Here's the sing-along part. You know you want to sing along. Does your butt hang low? Does it wobble to and fro? Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow? Can you sling it over your shoulder like a continental soldier? What if your butt was gone? Woo. Can't believe I remembered most of the words. Okay. So yeah, this is only the second concert I've done live in front of people.
We got people.
Yes. Thank you for confirming. Yes, since March 2020. Birdland, New York City. That was the last show I played before everything got live streamy. I'm still doing live streams. I did a live stream every week last year, and then this year I was like, I can't keep doing this. So, and now I do it once a month. It's really fun, but it's hard to keep writing new songs every week that are any good, you know. So I won't subject you to whatever I thought of yesterday.
Yeah,
You'll get the best hits.
You are all these trees. You're in the backyard, and it's very cool.
Yes.
And you are
God has spoken.
awesome.
The voice of God. Thank you. Woo! So yeah, I'm just going to do a best of from the last year and a half, plus actually from the last 25 years of songs. No new untested stuff today. And yeah, so I don't know if anybody else has a latex allergy. I have a latex allergy, and there's not a lot of awareness about it. But I thought, you know what would fix that is if we got some of those bracelets made. You know how they have all those awareness bracelets for all different causes and everything? And I thought, what if we got one of those bracelets made for latex awareness? Because not only would the bracelet draw attention to the cause, the big red rash and swelling around the bracelet would really drive home the message. That's good? You like that? Okay. Hi. I'm not saying you're a liar, that you say things that may not be true. I'm just saying when I look around, there are things that I trust more than you. Like pet food from China, tap water from Flint, subscriptions that auto-renew. a moil with tremors, a psychic who's broke, the cleanliness of a bowling shoe, miracle water from a TV preacher, a somewhat burnt surge protector, Nigerian email promising cash, the meatballs at Hannibal Lecter's. I'm not saying you're a liar, that you say things that may not be true. I'm just saying, when I look around, there are things that I trust more than you. Like the guy reading the paper in a nondescript van sitting across the street. Gas station sushi, a blind hairdresser, a plate of Taco Bell meat. My life savings in the stock market, a fart when I've got the flu. A Bigfoot sighting, a set of used tires, my cat with Pepe Le Pew. Yeah, I'm not saying you're a liar, that you say things that may not be true. I'm just saying, when I look around, there are things that I trust more than you. Like a $3 bill, hair in a can, a period that's overdue. Clean white walls and a toddler with crayons, a hastily packed parachute. The ingredients in a hot dog, being in a cage with gorillas. The 5-second rule is an actual thing, and OJ will catch the real killer. Yeah, these are things that I trust more than you. Oh, Ron Popeil, rest in peace, used to sell hair in a can on TV. You don't remember those commercials?
Oh, the spray.
Yeah, the spray. Like, oh, all better. You look great. Yeah. Then when it grows out, you can use the ShamWow. No, not the ShamWow. The Floby. The Floby haircut. Yeah. That's before we had the dollar store. We had Ron Popeil, who, instead of finding a need and filling it, would create a need and then fill it with cheap stuff. Quite a legacy. I have this song on my list that I don't know if I know how it goes. Let's find out. Let's all find out together. I haven't played this in months. Well, it's 100 degrees out again today, and my air conditioner quit, and no one can fix it till next week. I was about to throw a fit, so I decided to go to Costco just to stand inside and cool down. Then I ran into a friend in the cereal aisle, and I guess he was joking around. He said, "Is it hot enough for ya? Is it hot enough for ya? Man, it's gotta be about 103. Is it hot enough for ya?" Everyone's a comedian. It's annoying, I tell you what. When your heat rash has got a heat rash, and your bra strap is melted shut. Even the weeds were wilted when I went to mow the lawn. Then I barbecued some hamburgers, and I didn't even turn the grill on. And you asked me, is it hot enough for ya? Is it hot enough for ya? Man, it's gotta be about 103. Is it hot enough for ya? Hot guitar solo, but not today. Well, I burned my butt on the steering, on the driver's seat. My cursing made a sailor blush. Snow White changed her name today. Now she's just called Slush. The itsy bitsy spider made it up the water spout. All the sculptures by Salvador Dali, yesterday they straightened out. You think you're so damn funny with that old worn out cliche. I've been in this store 10 minutes. You're the third one I heard say, is it hot enough for ya? Is it hot enough for ya? gonna be about 103. Is it hot enough for ya? Thank you. I think that needed a capo. It's a little low. Is it low enough for you? So, I'm originally from South Carolina, as some of you know, and I've lived up here now in Jersey for 18 years. It's been a long time. Still, I'm almost adjusted. I've learned a few things. One of the things you should know if you're a transplant like me, trying to get, blend in a little bit. The difference between Mets fans and Yankee fans. Y'all know this? The difference between, it took me a while to figure this out. Yankees fans are like, Mets suck. But Met fans are like, Mets suck. That's the difference. Yeah, they do. They sure do. Another thing I learned is up in New Jersey and New York, all around in that area, when people ask you how you're doing, they don't want to actually know how you're doing. That what you're supposed to say when someone goes, how you doing, is you say, how you doing? So, you're at a gathering like this, maybe not like this is a little more friendly, but a typical party or business meeting or something, and it goes like this. How you doing? 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 No one finds out how anyone's doing. Who cares? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, they don't. I guess that's it. They don't want to hear about your sciatica. This is how you doing. How you doing? It's not a question. It's a statement. How you doing? So I figured I'd squeeze it out of people one way or another. This is my test. If you're happy and clap your hands. Okay. Not happy. If you're miserable and you know it, then just sit there. If you're feeling depressed, then you're probably unimpressed. And if you've got abandonment issues, feel free to leave. If you're OCD and you know it, clap precisely 3 times. Oh no. If you got PTSD and you know it, all this clapping probably doesn't help things. If you're ADD, you're not listening to me. And if you're a people pleaser and you know it, do whatever I say. Now clap. Oh, God, the people pleasers are here. All right, thank you. So, I get a little tired of people talking about how they want to lose that last 10 pounds. You hear that all the time. I hear it all the time anyway. I don't want to lose that last 10 pounds. I think if you're down to 10 pounds, it's time to stop dieting. It's just my opinion. Has anyone else noticed that every Miss Universe has been from Earth? Doesn't seem right to me. It's rigged. So in an attempt to even things just a little bit, just my little contribution to evening things out a little bit, I've written a duet for myself and a Klingon. A duet for myself and a Klingon. But the Klingon didn't show up, so I'll be doing both parts. As usual, Klingons are a little unreliable. I say potato and you say noch. I say tomato and you say herb. Potato, noch. Tomato, herb. Let's call the whole thing off. I say pajamas and you say lived off. I say bananas and you say hadibak. Pajamas, lived off. Bananas, hadibak. Let's call the whole thing off. But oh, if we call the whole thing off, then we must part. And oh, Klingon called it Allah. What? The Jalbila. Ha, Majachu. I cannot speak Klingon. Jiyashbe, I have no idea what you're saying. Jishakbe, and I don't care. Bicholi Bev. Oh hush, we better call the calling off. Let's call the whole thing off. Okay, here's the part where the Klingon tap dances. He's kind of a stage hog. But oh, if we call the whole thing off, then we must part. And oh, bichek vikuj vash bikeg. Don't you know any English? Surrender or die. Okay, and if you say no, I'll say, all right. You say, God bet, I'll say, no problem, stop, whatever, nope, jottle. You better call the calling off on. Let's call the whole thing off. Ciao, West Loach. Right, thank you. That was all actual, authentic Klingon, except for the English parts. I was working on this song, and I got actually some tutoring lessons on Klingon from a guy who's quite fluent in Klingon. And I had a copy of the Klingon dictionary, over 250,000 copies sold. This is true. And I was on the phone with Joe, and I was like, Joe, I've been working on this Klingon duet with the Klingon song. I had some hour-long tutoring lesson on enunciation and pronunciation in Klingon, and he was like, finally he goes, you know there's no such thing as Klingons, right? To which I replied, click. That's how long ago it was. I said click.
That's right.
Not.
Yeah.
It's much more satisfying. Slam the phone down. Now you slam the phone down, you got to go to the Apple store and stand there in line for 3 hours. That's good. This next segment of things is what I call bad song ideas. I get about a verse and a chorus in, and I realize this is actually a stupid idea. So I'd like to do some of those for you now. When your airline sucks, baggage charge is $50. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. On the nth day of Xmas, my algebra teacher gave to me a second year in the same course. True story, sad story. I'm just sitting here watching the clothes go round and round. I got my quarters in a roll. Last time I left them, someone stole my socks. I just went to get a soda, and I hope they catch my athlete's foot. All right, here's one for anybody who had, oh wait, I know, I'm gonna do this one next. This is for my peeps who are trying to get some exercise and fighting inertia. When I wake up, and I'll wake up eventually, I'll get my butt out of the bed at least by 2. Gonna go out, gonna head right out the door, I'm gonna get some exercise, that's what I'll do. And I just jogged 100 feet and tried to jog 100 more, then gasped for air and called a cab. He said, where to? I said, see that door? Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da. No, I'm really not in shape, I'm aiming low. All right, one more for you. Thank you. Relate to that one. This is for anyone who has to share a refrigerator with someone else. If you want me to pick up something next time that I go to the grocery store, put it on the list. Honey, would you get some detergent and some milk and eggs? I said, here's a pen. Put it on the list. Did he tell me when necks are fantastic? Wonder if we need a tube of chapstick, paper or plastic. If you want to use it or eat it, write it down. Don't make me repeat it. Just put it on the list. Write it on the back of a napkin, type it up and print it out. I don't care. Just put it on the list. Did he want a squash or a zucchini? Ziti, macaroni, or linguine? Should have seen me. You can bet that I'll forget why I came if I don't have it in writing. So put it on the list. Thank you. So, Joe and I were at a Mets game. No, Joe was there. I wasn't there that day, but he was telling me that not once, but twice. Oh, we got more people with a bicycle. All right. We all will have to recap everything they missed for them.
Gotta start over.
No, we cannot reward the latecomers. We'll tell them that I already played all the good songs. So not once during the game, but twice, a fan jumped out of the stands and just ran onto this field and was just like, woohoo! You know, it wasn't enough to be distracting and annoying in the stands, but they just ran out on the field. This was what, a week ago? A week ago, I think?
9/11.
Okay, yeah, it was like 8 days ago. So, and then of course finally security goes out there and just hog ties the guy basically. And the next day, the New York Post, not known for its class, you know, known for its ridiculous headlines usually, actually, puts in the headlines, "Security obliterates Mets fan." And I was like, obliterate? Mm. Hello. Hello, welcome. Yes. All right. We're casual. So, yes, we were just talking about this Mets game. You guys, are you all baseball fans? Football. Okay. Well, I'm sure this happens in football games. No, that would be pretty stupid. But apparently, you would get tackled. No mercy. But yeah, a couple of fans just decided to run out in the middle of the ball field during a Mets game for no reason in the middle of the game, disrupting the game. And finally, the security tackled them. Not as hard as they would have been tackled at a football game by probably an entire team, both teams perhaps. And the next day, the headline read, "Security obliterates Met fan who goes onto the field." And I'm like, really? Obliterated? They pulverized him into a subatomic state until he was absorbed into the universe? Is that really? Bit of hyperbole. That's how he felt, subatomic. I'm feeling subatomic. So, yeah, in protest of this is a song that Joe and I wrote together about the death of the adjective. No one simply says, "good job" anymore. Everything is perfect and awesome. Seriously, would people even recognize now perfect things if they saw some? My brownies came out pretty good this time. I appreciate all of the praise, y'all. Delicious, tasty, yummy, okay, but really they aren't amazeballs. Word inflation. Words are meaningless. Word inflation. It's a hot, hot mess. A trend that cannot be reversed. Everything is either the best or the worst. I can't stand it. Word inflation. It's like the totally worst thing to ever happen on this planet. He obliterated the argument. No, he simply raised an objection. Then he went on a deranged rant. It's called having a vocal inflection. I get when you want to make a point. Why do we need all the hype, though? Oh man, what an epic fail. Dude, it was just a typo. Word inflation. Language is eroding. Word inflation. It's literally exploding when every little thing is breaking news. We got no choice, words left to choose. Where do you go? Word inflation. ROTFLMAO. Why do I suspect you're not actually rolling on the floor? With the death of the superlative, we'll need wheelbarrows full of adjectives. No words left for future generations. They're gonna have to use scientific notation. It'll be a disaster to the 100th power. Word inflation, it caused the fall of Rome. Word inflation, a verbal thunderdome. It's taking the world by storm. Hyperbole is now the norm, and it's a crime. Word inflation, said it a million times. A million? Yes, at least. Word inflation. Thank you.
That was awesome.
Not perfect, just awesome. Did I obliterate it? Almost. All right, I'd like to share with you a few random thoughts before I move to the next song. Forgot my notebook, so I tried to memorize, but now I'm just going to share you these, like Mitch Hedberg style. He used a notebook all the time, you guys, yeah. Many people say the definition of insanity. You ever heard this? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I tried explaining that to my junior high school principal, but he still made me take algebra over again. Some people say there's no accounting for taste. I've got no taste for accounting. I will say this about Pythagoras, though. He was ahead of his time. 500 BC, and he was fighting for equilateral rights. You like that? You're going to hate this. You know what ticks me off?
What ticks you off?
Insect repellent.
Oh.
Yeah, I told you.
Ta-da.
People always talk about how much they admire optimists. I think it's great that eye doctors get so much respect.
Wait a minute.
Cliches are a dime a dozen. In deja vu, it's been done before. Success is 1% inspiration. You've heard this probably. 1% inspiration and 99% spewing quotes about success. I like men like I like my men like I like my coffee. I don't like coffee.
Hey.
You know what gets my panties in a wad? The washing machine. And finally, there were 3 pages of these, but you've been spared. Shit doesn't just happen. You need food. Okay. A few years ago, I decided I was going to do some acting. I've done, a little theater, a little community theater and stuff like that. And I thought I'd do some TV acting. Have any of y'all ever done any background acting? You have? Okay. So background actors, people who are standing in the background, but they don't actually say anything. They just look like they're doing stuff. And it's human scenery, really. And they're long days. And they're usually, I don't know about you, but every time I was doing every time I had a job, I'm not allowed to say the shows, but you would have seen them. They're popular shows. But every time, we're always shooting like 6 months off from, so if it's something that is supposed to be in the spring, we're shooting it in like September. And if it's something supposed to be in the winter, we're shooting it in the heat of summer. So standing there in a summer like 90 degrees with the sun boiling down in a wool coat. Right, that's typical, right? And that was my experience anyway. It was always 6 months off, so you're always dressed exactly wrong. And there was this one time that Joe and I were both extras, as they call them, extras, right? Now we try to elevate and say, I'm a background actor. You're extras. You're just extras. And we were extras in the movie Sharknado 2.
Oh, that's awesome.
Typecast as Met fans, as a matter of fact. We were at Citi Field in the stands, and February. I believe it was 20 degrees, and we were wearing short sleeves. Yeah, couldn't feel my feet. And yeah, so we're if you watch Sharknado 2, it's right at the 30-minute mark, and we're about 3 rows back from the stars. Was anybody really a star if you're on Sharknado 2? Yeah, we're about 3 rows back from the people with speaking lines. I'll put it that way. And we had a speaking line. Ah! That was our speaking line. Yeah. But we really, yes, it's some of the worst written movies ever. Yeah. But they are, what do you call them, a guilty pleasure, because there's like, what, 6, 7 of them? Yeah. So anyway, I had finally, my feet couldn't take it anymore, and, all the standing around in high heels for hours on end, so I thought, well, let me just get a song out of it, and then I could stop doing this. Up at 5 in the morning, she packs 3 changes of clothes, commutes into the city for a reason she can't disclose. She wears a woolen winter coat out in the summer heat, and for the 15th time waits for the cue to casually cross the street. She's an extra. She moves her lips but makes no sound, not even to cough. I think she's saying peas and carrots. Peas and carrots. My lip reading could be off. Sipping air from a coffee cup, she waits for the all clear, then takes the arm of her man, her 3rd husband just this year. She's an extra. Behind the scenes, she's picking out her next identity. Biker? No. Detective? No. Hipster? No. Model? No. Wait. Ordinary everyday pedestrian. That's me. She's an extra. At last, a part in a movie. She told her job, drop dead. You might see her on the big screen. Just look for the back of her head. She's an extra. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot to explain a couple other things, and that is that you have to pretend you're talking, but you can't talk. So a lot of people will stand around and say, and make the mouth the word marshmallow, 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 because it looks like I'm saying something, right? Or peas and carrots, that's another popular one. But you can't make any noise. So this next one is a true story of the youngest person to ever graduate from college. Wasn't me or anyone else from South Carolina. He got his college degree at the age of 11. His record has since been broken by, I think at this point, a 9-year-old in the Guinness Book of Records, the youngest person to ever graduate from college. But this particular guy, I saw his story on late night TV, 3 o'clock in the morning. They did a human interest story. And they asked him, kind of like a where are they now? They asked him, okay, you graduated college when you were 11. It's not like you can go get a job. You're not even legal to work until you're 16. So what did you do with yourself? And so this is his story. All I did was make it rhyme. I was 11 years old when I finished my degree. Got my picture in the paper, my story on TV. To be so young and so amazing, took a genius, they were sure. I was the center of attention, my future was secure. I'm the boy wonder, they all know my name. They call me the boy wonder, but still I feel the same. Talk about boy wonder and the promise that it brings, but I'm the boy wonder, and it doesn't mean a thing. So they asked me how I did. like me, buried in the books while all the others played outside. Learned all about scholastics and a father's selfish pride. I'm the boy wonder, now they all know my name. They call me the boy wonder, but still I feel the same. Talk about boy wonder and the glory that it brings, but I'm the boy wonder and it doesn't mean a thing. I was told it was an honor when I made the Guinness Book, so I opened up a copy, thought I'd take a look. My perusal was revealing, I still see it in my sleep, haunted by the volume of the company I keep. The largest ball of twine and the longest fingernails, people struck by lightning, the fastest moving snails, tallest totem pole, and the longest loaf of bread. Most objects juggle while turning pirouettes, largest jigsaw puzzle, and the biggest piece of cheese. My years of study had earned a place with these, so I forfeited my childhood living in the public eye, and a paragraph in Guinness was my consolation prize. Now my future lay before me, my options open wide, so when I graduated college, went back to junior high. Well, I'm the boy wonder, but now I've changed my name, because I always wonder what it's like to be the same. No longer living under the attention that it brings. Yeah, I was the boy wonder, and it didn't mean a thing. Thank you. True story. Changed his name, went back to junior high. I've had that nightmare, but he going back to junior high school, but yeah, he did it on purpose because he just wanted to be a kid. So that was his story. All right, I got a couple of songs I'm picking from here for my. I think I'll do them both, but not at the same time. Yeah. All right. First time I visited New York City, I was 17. This was in the 80s. You can imagine my horror being from a small town. I'd never seen a homeless person, a store where you had to put bars over the windows and everything at night to keep people from breaking in. And I'd never even heard a car alarm. So, but the other thing I hadn't heard is I'd never heard people swearing in public. It's not that we don't swear down south, we just wait till we get home. You know, we don't tell people F you and all this stuff. We wait till we get home and then we talk about you for the next 30 years behind your back. That's how it's done. Southern hospitality. But yeah, New York City, it's like a buffet for the ears. You want to hear some swear words? Yeah. Thus inspired this, okay. You know, I actually need to tune. Those songs knocked it out of tune. Okay, now let me get this in tune. Ah, sweet, sweet music. Okay. If I had the copyright on the word, I'd say this job and yourself, you dumb. No need for hard work and no need for luck. If I had the copyright on the word, it's filthy, it's nasty, unseemly, and vile. It all may be true, but it's so versatile. So often deleted, this fine expletive is a verb, a noun, and an adjective. If I had the copyright on the word, it would roll off my tongue like water off a duck. Four-letter word usage is perfectly honed. I could retire on New York alone, where they say, motherfuckers, I don't give a if they can't take a joke, then hey, what the those fuckers will fuck you, so don't get up, quit fucking around, or you're gonna get. It's a perfect time to come in. If I had the copyright on the word, I'd say this job and yourself, you don't. No need for hard work and no need for luck. Everybody! I know you just got here, but sing along. Here we go. Hi! If I had the copyright on the word.
I make you feel bad, I swear, all day long.
Oh, it's good for you.
Yeah, I think
good
so.
for you.
I'm not on blood pressure pills.
There you go. That's it.
I think it's highly effective.
I prescribe 50 Fs a day, more if needed. F words, that is. Okay.
I don't know, Joe.
Gotta be clear.
I'm trying not to use them anymore.
Oh, I tried that. I got sick.
Yeah. It doesn't work for me.
But to each his, her own. His, her, they own.
Yeah.
Their own. All right, I got this last song for you I want to do. This is pretty recent. I promised not to inflict too many recent songs on you. This one, I got really mad when I realized, now that I've been in New Jersey for 18 years, and I've either been here just long enough or too long, I'm not sure which, because I got really mad when I found out that New Jersey is the only state in the United States that does not have a state song. Did you know that? No, don't know, don't care. Okay. But now you know, at least. We're the only state that doesn't have a state song. Some states have a bunch of state songs, but Jersey, none. So I thought I'd have a crack at it. There's the Missouri Waltz, Rocky Mountain High, and I love you, California. Georgia on my mind, New York, and Blue Moon of Kentucky. Tennessee's got 9 official songs, but Jersey, we ain't got diddly squats. No, well, maybe there's a reason for that. It's a death trap with high property tax, but still it's just plain wrong. It's the only state that doesn't have its own state song. We got the boss himself, Queen Latifah, Paul Simon, and Frank Sinatra, Whitney Houston, Bon Jovi, but for anthems we got nada. I'm starting to develop some kind of complex, but they'll probably just name that neurosis after New York. Well, now seriously, what's the deal here? I mean, what are we, chopped liver? It's like we don't even belong. I mean, check this out. Even chopped liver has its own song. Take it. Thank you very much. I'm Carla Ulbrich. Thank you to my host Kelly and Iggy, and thank you all for coming. And have a beautiful Have a beautiful Sunday.